They've looked okay. Let's see what they can do with it. Healy. Got a pass away to Wood. Gray. Oh, so near to being through there. Beat the tackler. Long. Murphy. This is what they used to do. Sustaining an attacking effort. Wood. Hamilton. Another little kick over the top. It's been knocked over the dead ball line, and it'll be a line dropout. One to John Gray for North Sydney, one to Russell Fairfax for East. And there's the pass being spilt. McLaughlin's got it with room to move. It's a pass away to West, the winger. The centre has got a bit of pace. There's the hooter in the background. And at half-time, we've got a scoreline that reads Eastern Suburbs 2, North Sydney 2. Gray, the goal for North. Fairfax, the goal for Eastern Suburbs. The scrum doing a circuit of the ground in a glistening Land Rover type motor car. And the crowd really giving them a warm, and the children running down from the grandstands to get as close to the fence as they can to see. The focus of all eyes, and there is a beautiful close-up photo of a lady who's graced the throne of England for many, many years. Phillips saying, well, let's get on with the match. Well, just before the kick-off, it's worth noting that Ron Coote, number 8, is back in first grade again for Eastern Suburbs. So it's 9 months and a few weeks to the day that he broke his arm. And everybody's eyes will be on his performance in this game. There's a little kick over the top from he's offside, I thought. The defender. Beaten too. He's up the middle of the field. It's a pass back inside to Hastings. Hastings not tackled effectively, but now is put down and they're back in the quarter line. Eastern Suburbs rampaging in the early moments of this second half. Fairfax a great pass to Fulton. Up to big Harris. Harris goes steaming up the sideline and he's tackled only about 5 metres out from the line. Well, Long was lying there and Metcalf had to hurdle him to make forward progress. Beatson a dummy half. Beatson's going the blind side. I think it's a try. Beatson's done it. He's broken the duck over the line. And that, I think, has caught North Sydney napping that blind side move. Now Beatson, you'll see, is facing open but goes the blind, and they just didn't watch him carefully enough. Only a yard and a half away. His weight had to do it. There's the kick from Fairfax. He's pushed that one way to the right, allowing too much for the breeze. So the score then remains at 5-2 in Eastern Suburbs' favour. Little Jones running beautifully from dummy half. Got a pass away to Fulton. And they're tearing North Sydney up the middle at the moment. Up to halfway. Here's Big Harris with his thigh heavily strapped. A little chip over the top. Fairfax comes through. Walker drops the ball. And there's an offside. Has to be. It's good. Indeed it is. A very costly error by North Sydney. And they've slipped from grace in the last 5 minutes. They trail 7 points to 2. Big Metcalf's broken right away. Good high-stepping run. Showed a bit of pace there when he got momentarily clear. O'Reilly throws a bad pass which is knocked on. Hastings. Harris pulled it in one-handed. It's gone out there too. Mullins, and he's screaming up the sideline. And he's going to score. Despite the fact that Wood had him from behind. McLaughlin had him from behind. Here's Fulton. The brisk pass to Hastings. Well taken by Harris. It wasn't a great pass, and his timing of the pass to Mullins looked good. Now you'll watch McLaughlin come across number 1. He's pretty quick. He gets to Mullins, and watch the big fellow dragging behind for at least 10 yards. Look. And a beautiful try to Eastern Suburbs, and they're careering away with this game. 10 points to 2. Fairfax now with a difficult kick from the sideline. It's unsuccessful. The score remains Eastern Suburbs 10, North Sydney 2. Got a pass away to Fulton. Beatson. Back to Hastings. Schubert. Good acceleration there. Got a pass away. Nice. Beatson. Lovely pass. Out to O'Reilly. Good gets it to Fairfax. Fairfax stumbles and goes in to score. And Ron Coote, welcome back. And there's an unhappy player. Woods. The Eastern Suburbs literally carving North Sydney up in the second half. Watch it. A beautiful pass from Bunny Riley here. There's Beatson, the long pass from him. Was it O'Reilly? Bunny Riley there? No, Jones. Jones then onto Coote. Watch Coote accelerate and offload beautifully to Fairfax, who fumbled it. Everybody's hearts went into their mouths, and then gets the ball down for a good try. Not yet on as Fairfax takes the kick. He's hooked it away badly. He'll be removed from the scene. Mark Harris is saying that there's Jeff Shield. All nearly through. Murphy, Harris, McLaughlin! McLaughlin! Oh, so close. Lost behind. Harris picks it up. He's in under the post. On the side of the post. Well, a little bit of justice in that one. I've already been into the Mullins try. And I think a little bit of justice in that one for North Sydney. Worth looking at again. Their first scrum win in Eastern Suburbs territory. Along it comes. Along the three-quarter line. Harris onto McLaughlin, who did very well. He thought, and we thought he was going to score, but they got to him from behind. The ball was knocked backwards. Harris was there quickly to pick it up. And the defence, despite Hedges hanging onto him, was able to score beside the post. Gray has converted, and the score is 13 points to 7. From Eastern Suburbs, but they had 3 men over then. How they failed to do that, I'll never know. Beautiful pass from Gray onto Walker, and Shield was tripped and he stumbled and lost the ball. And away comes Mullins. He comes back inside, gets a pass away. Here's the overlap. Stay away from the sideline. He does. On to Shield. Shield very nearly through the gap off a Hamilton one-hander. Wood. Gray. Switches it. Oh. And there's a few stupid remarks being thrown out there by Eastern Suburbs players. Let me tell you, the referee looked very sternly there at one of the Eastern Suburbs men. Now see the round the corner style as he comes away to the left. Kicks it. He's got it. 13 points to 9. Now what are Eastern Suburbs tactics? Are they going to kick it deep and give it back to them? Kick it short and try to get possession back? Put it high for the forwards to run under? My guess is deep. Hoping they can peg the opposition back. Although Fulton and Beatson have got all the Eastern Suburbs players here in a fairly tight formation on this side. Mullins, right through the middle. Still going, a great run from the big winger. Away they come on the blind side. Des O'Reilly to Hastings. Throws it back to Beatson. Out there to Bobby Fulton. Fairfax. Pass has gone over the sideline. Nobody within a bull's roar of it. Makes one tackle. He's only about 3 metres out. North Sydney defence starting to wilt slightly. Beatson. He didn't get it down. The referee said no try, held in goal. That's the ruling. He never ever actually got the ball down in my view. Watch it. Here he comes. by Gray. He can't get the ball down. It's on Gray's shoulder. And that shows the point. That's a good decision by Cook. Held in goal, quarter line dropout. Well, time almost up. As Des O'Reilly tries to go the blind. Next tackle will finish it. There it is. Eastern Suburbs have won the Wills Cup in 1977, Won it first in 74. They've done it again in 77 by 13 points to 9. I guess I must say a much more courageous North Sydney side than we've seen in previous years. 13 points to 9. The try scorers for Eastern Suburbs were Russell Fairfax, Arthur Beetson and Bill Mullins. And Fairfax has kicked 2 goals from how many attempts, Bill?
7 attempts.
7 attempts. That doesn't indicate a kicking day, does it? On the board for North Sydney was a try to Keith Harris and 3 goals to John Gray.
Hey, come on, Sydney Sun is where the action is. Yeah, come on, the Sun is where the action is.
Boyd, he's there! I told you, it's an easy one! There's Boyd. Donegan through the middle.
If you want to get in amongst all the action in Sydney Rugby League this season, you have to read The Sun. Because it's easy.
Where the action is.
Eastern Suburbs making their way now up the dais. It's accompanied by Mr. Bob Abbott. And each one of the players in turn. Arthur Beetson all smiles. A big moment for Arthur, who shakes hands and bows correctly. Is given the Wills Cup. And Bob Fulton gets the nod. Taking their medals in turn from Her Majesty. Bobby Fulton all smiles there too. Holds up the cup for all to see. Russell Fairfax. The hooker, Bobby Jones. There's the centre, Kevin Hastings. Bill Mullins, the big Gary Metcalf, who made one very powerful run today. Des O'Reilly. Bruce Pickett. And Bill Mullins, who had a fine game, I thought, for Eastern Suburbs. Good luck to Ron Coote. Had little to do, but did what he did well. Schubert. Mark Harris, who was replaced. And the balance come through, taking their awards. Some of the reserves going through, some of them that weren't used. There's Benny Riley, who was replaced. And all smiles, Arthur Beetson. Big Herman Hamilton with a nice bow. Hamilton. John Gray, meeting a fellow countryman of hers. And she says, probably acknowledging the fact, yes, well, it's nice to see you. Glenn Boatswain. All the players have looked very, very thrilled and even a little bit in awe as they come up. Johnny Long, only a youngster, meeting the Queen. Mick Healy. Keith Harris, who had a fine game for North Sydney. Wix Murphy, the lock. Little Jeff Shield, the 5'8", who came on for Cudmore. Bill Hamilton, all smiles. There's the Prince in the background. You can see the amusing side of some comment that was being made. And Her Majesty graces with a very, very pleasant smile to close proceedings there in the dais, and away he goes, shaking his head. Well, that wraps up our telecast from the Sydney Cricket Ground of the World Cup final between Eastern Suburbs and North Sydney from the Sydney Cricket Ground.